Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Thursday, July 9th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. This is going to be a quick and dirty message because I am a mama on the run today. I didn't realize that my son needed a music stand for music camp, and I also didn't realize that his music reading skills were not really what I thought they were. He is a by-ear musician, and he's been learning to read music, but he has to do some sight reading for his audition for the camp on Saturday, and he was having a panic attack. And I was like, oh, we're going to sit down and we're going to go over bass clef and we're going to go over time signatures and we're going to get you feeling a little more confident. And I need to pick up my daughter from summer camp. So there is my quick and dirty what mama's been up to. And now I'm going to give you a quick and dirty message here today. As with everything I do, please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Know that these messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in real time on Thursday, July 9th, or at a later date, know that if you're seeing yourself here, there is no, strike that, reverse it. If you're here, there's probably going to be something here for you. But if you're not seeing yourself, go ahead and turn me off, scroll down below. There's a lot more down below, many more messages and many more to come. So I told you I'm going quick today. I am going to take a sip of water. Mm. The light is funny today too, because I've got sources from all sides. I've got sunlight, bright sunlight coming on in. We're just going to roll with it. All right, I'm going to close my eyes and settle in and just feel into what wants to come. And what I'm hearing is they are only capable of loving you to the degree that they are capable of loving themselves. I'm going to say that again. They are only capable of loving you to the degree that they are capable of loving themselves. Sometimes these messages are meant for me as well, and it just caught me off guard. I apologize. All right, so here is what I'm seeing. Here's what I'm seeing that is not for me personally, but for all of us. What I'm seeing is, and I can feel myself rocking. That's, I think, another indication of how you know that I'm getting something for me as well. What is happening is that you have perhaps judged yourself. Is this true? You've judged yourself unworthy, or you thought that someone was not loving you because they were not loving you. And I want you to know right now that they are very much loving you. They have never not loved you. They have always loved you, and they actually want to be with you. The problem is that they are unable to fully love themselves. There has been trauma, there has been a past, there has been great wounding, and it is the wounding that is keeping them from fully loving themselves and fully loving you. What they want you to know is that they love you. They love you. They have never not loved you. They have always loved you. They actually want to be with you. And if there was one person in the world that they could be with, it is you. That is what I'm hearing for you right now. The problem is that they self-sabotage. They jump in and cut themselves off. They cut themselves off. It's like there's a cap on the good in their lives. There is a cap on what they are willing to hold as good and goodness, what they are not willing to hold, but able to hold. So there's a difference. It's not willing. I think they're willing to hold a lot more than they want to hold a lot more than what they are actually able to hold. And so they are naturally, through their wounding, through their past wounding, through their unhealedness, they are naturally putting a cap on what they can hold, and what you have to offer is so much larger than what they are able to hold. And it is that cap. It is the cap on their own willingness to see their own worth and their own belief and their own worthiness, their own belief that they deserve what you have to offer, their own belief in what they deserve, or what they feel that they deserve to receive. And that is the cap, the goodness cap that they have placed on your relationship. And until they are willing, able to see, to recognize that what they're doing is self-sabotage, what they're doing is self-sabotage, and they are self-sabotaging your relationship, they are self-sabotaging their ability to receive and give love, and it's got nothing to do with you. I feel like it's so clear right now. They are wanting me to shout through the rooftops that what is happening between you has nothing to do with you and nothing to do with their desire to be with you, nothing to do with their desire to love you. It has everything to do with their ability to look at and hold and love themselves. There is a tendency to, like, what I'm seeing is like a little dog biting at the heels of them. It's like there's this constant gnawing, this constant snapping, this constant nipping at their heels of needing to do better, of wanting to do better, of wanting to be better in order to earn your worthiness. And what I'm seeing is that you have done nothing to make them believe that they need to work harder or do anything different. It is all coming from an internal, like, what I'm seeing is a gear turning. It's like this, and it feels like a slipped gear on a bicycle. If you've ever ridden a bicycle with any sort of seriousness, and you know that you shift gears and the gear clicks all the way into to the cog, and what is happening is it's like the gear is slipping and it's slipping and it's slipping and it's slipping. It's just like that little dog nipping at their heels, and it's like it's noise in their system of not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And it's not true, but there's nothing that you can do to tune up that bicycle, to tune up the noise in their head. It is all entirely on them to open up to the idea that they are worthy of love. They are worthy of giving and receiving the love you have to offer. It's not to say that you're perfect. I'm not saying that at all. We all come with our own special wounding and our own special way that we show up in the world that may or may not be ugly or delightful in any given moment. It's not about that. What I'm seeing is all of the ways that you did your very best to love them well, and they know this. They are not looking at you and saying you have not loved me well, though I can see where there is a thread in them of trying to tell themselves that you did not love them well because you left. But what they can't see, what they're unable to see, is that you left not because you did not love. You left because you were unwilling to not be loved well, and their sabotage, their self-sabotage, led to some form of not being loved well in your realm. So there's a feeling of you loving them well, loving them to the best of their ability. There's a feeling of them wanting to love you well, but there's a disconnect between the words that came out of their mouth and the actions that they turned up in and showed up in. And what needs to happen, what they're being invited into, is aligning their words and their actions with the way they show up for you, and you continuing to heal, continuing to do your work in the world, continuing to do your soul's work, continuing to really honor your own work in the world. And you can hold it as a question as to whether or not they are going to be able to fine tune their bicycle and get that wheel to click in, so that they can recognize that what they have been doing is self-sabotage, and they have never been not worthy. And the self-sabotage comes not because they are bad or wrong or they're trying to sabotage your relationship, but the self-sabotage comes from the past wounding and the unhealed wounding that keeps them from expanding beyond what they believe they can hold as good. This person is afraid that they will love more and lose more and love more and lose more. And that's that tick, 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 that's the click, that's the cog not slipped, that's the chain not slipped all the way onto the cog. That's the yipping dog at their ankles. That's the clicking sound that they hear. That is the noise in their head. And only they can tune themselves to move all the way over. And they can't do it by themselves. They can do it with you as their mirror, and they can do it with the help of help, with the help of whatever form of therapy they need, whatever form of healing they need. They can do it by recognizing first and foremost that what they have been doing is self-sabotage, and that they actually deserve more, and that you do not see yourself as any better or any worse or any lower or any higher. You see yourself as their person, and you believe that they see you as their person, but there's nothing that can happen until this person chooses to accept the help that they need to raise the roof on the good that they are capable of holding, and they can attune themselves to recognize that what they are doing is not what it feels like is like putting you in the distance, putting the relationship, like if I can do this, if I can do that, if I can earn more money, if I can show up in this way, if I can do, they're putting things outside of themselves when what they need to do is attune something inside of themselves. They need to attune themselves to the truth that they deserve this love, that they are able to accept and receive more, that they will, in receiving more, be able to give more, and they need to understand that they are the self-limiting, self-fulfilling prophecy here. And in the meantime, you just need to keep healing yourself, keep doing you, don't wait, keep moving. And if this relationship is meant to be, it will come to be. Nothing that is for you will ever pass you by. You can trust that. And with that phrase, with that truth, with that universal truth, you can relax back and surrender. You can allow yourself to be patient, not necessarily for this person or not necessarily for this relationship, but patient for the place that you are in your body, the place that you are in your being. And if you can hold that position of surrender and trust and surrender and trust, what is for you is not going to pass you by, whether or not the two of you are able to come together, whether or not this person is able to shift fully into the gear that will move them forward without the noise. Whether or not that happens, you will continue to move forward on your path. And if your paths are able to cross, you can trust that they will. And if they don't, you can trust that it was never for you and you received what you needed to receive from this relationship already. And that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Please like and share and subscribe and hype and tell your friends. And I will see you here tomorrow, Friday, July something something. Still in July. Still can't get the dates. I started this message earlier and I called it January. And I was like, okay, we're going to have to start all over again. So this is where I am, still in summer vacation, mom and hard, working hard and trying to get it right. Have a great day.